welcome to another episode, another installment of VirtualBromance Live, a show by bros, for bros, about bros, being bros with their bros.
Yeah,
their broings on about town.
Broings on. Yeah. So what's up, guys? This is all that stuff that John just said. That's all I got.
We've got young Squire Josh in the house.
Somebody said something in the chat, but read as I popped it out, so now it's gone.
So whoever said something in the chat, we never saw it. It never happened because we were doing a thing.
We may have seen that it actually happened.
Right, but it was a
it.
split second, right? And it, split second, like that really kick-ass movie.
Nope.
They're boots and shin guards. That's a plus.
Right, boots. So yeah, we've got Josh, who sometimes is called Unit Aw3some.
Sometimes.
From times to times.
But not lately. Because I haven't seen you do anything.
And for the first time in about a minute, we've got some things that we played other than.
I still played a lot of Final Fantasy.
What up, Joe? Yeah, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
So for the first time in about a minute, we played some stuff that wasn't our standard stuff.
Yeah,
which
I still played standard stuff.
Right, we did that, but we also did other things, which was it was fun. It was exciting. It was.
I also watched Thanksgiving.
Well, that's interesting.
I don't grab the thing because
I do it, but
I'm going to talk about it, and I have to. Never mind.
No, we're not going to.
It says right on the top. It says warning: boobs in the first second.
Are there boobs in the first second?
Yes.
Is the opening shot just boobs?
Yes.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah. That is boobs in the first second.
That's. Mm-hmm. You gotta take those sunglasses off. You look like a fucking idiot. More of an idiot than normal.
With the right hands.
Jose Cuervo right
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Drop them behind me. I can't put them on later.
Yeah, well, exactly.
See, I'm glad that Joe said that because Thanksgiving 3 is the only one that's available for streaming on Netflix, and I was going to watch it next, and he says
don't. So wait, is it like super like C movie?
Yes.
Grindhouse.
Yeah, but it's funny as
ridiculous.
Those are some pretty good.
I mean, I'm sure Joe will be able to.
It's a turkey that kills
people. Jesus,
it's fucking awesome.
No, I'm sure that Joe will be able to contribute the information that I cannot recall off the top of my head. But what was was the director that directed the mock trailer in the theatrical version of Grindhouse for Thanksgiving? Or Don't is another one that was really great trailer wise in there. Who were was Thanksgiving the one that was the Eli Roth movie or was Don't? When Grindhouse aired in the theater, they had between the two films, they had some mock trailers, and they're not on the DVD release. I know, because they split it into two DVD releases, like pricks. Thanksgiving was Eli Roth. Which one was Don't? Was that the Edgar Wright one? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And Don't was the other one that was really, man, it was really good stuff. I'm really saddened that it wasn't. Yeah, he did Don't. Yeah, super good. But yeah, so it was a fun week. I mean,
that's pretty right.
We should probably talk about the things that people are going to care about first and foremost. So why don't you start, David? Because you played the thing that people are going to care about, and I
totally care about.
I am a team
player. I thought
player.
You cared
Listen,
about, but you didn't want to play it.
Let me explain. I'm a team player, and I wanted to not have to feign excitement on the show. He is. It stinks really bad.
Yeah, it does.
No,
I'm actually going to make him wash this couch when we're done.
Right. No. I didn't want to have to feign excitement or interest on the show, so I wanted you to like really drop knowledge bombs, crack eggs of wisdom
all over
both of us. Yes, about
those are big ass
the mighty Titanfall beta. I know that I spoke with Nick a fair amount about it on Friday,
What is wrong with you?
I'm still laughing. The shitting my pants thing.
Yeah.
I don't look, you shouldn't laugh when you shit your pants.
I do, though.
That is a very, very fair point. You probably shouldn't do that.
I mean, the fact that you shouldn't shit your pants is beyond the scope of the show.
Right. So, moving right along to...
Giggling.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so Titanfall's pretty great. It's the standard, like, Call of Duty style beta where there's only a couple maps. And those 2 maps are pretty great.
So why don't you give, for anybody who's not up to speed, why don't you give a little info on what Titanfall is?
Well, Titanfall is the new game from Respawn. Well, their first game. And Respawn is the guys that had the altercation with Activision and Infinity Ward and left.
After Modern Warfare 2.
After Modern Warfare 2, because...
it was actually during development of Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah. I don't know the specifics of why they left, but I'm glad they did, because Titanfall is fucking titties.
Well, and I think that there were some pretty high expectations for Titanfall, because it was arguably the guys that had done some of the most impressive stuff about...
Well, right.
Warfare.
Obviously it wasn't just those 2 dudes, but from what I hear, a lot of their team...
Yes, West and Zampanella.
Yeah, after they left, a lot of their team went with them, from what I hear. So that's pretty cool.
Not 402 though, but he did leave.
Did he?
Yeah.
Right.
He left because Cameron stopped obsessing over every tweet that he sent out.
Wow.
You don't remember hearing Cameron?
No.
Like, every time we played any games with Cameron, he would immediately talk about what the new things that 402 said.
I don't remember that at all.
Oh my god. Yeah.
You played with him more than I did, though. But regardless, so, yeah, Titanfall is futuristic, big robot combat.
David, I'd like to point out that Xbox One is totally making a cameo appearance in the show right now.
Yeah, you can see his...
hanging out, like, right down here.
His corner.
Yeah.
He didn't just show that corner to everybody.
It's true. That is his best corner.
Yeah, Xbox One is what I've named my Xbox One.
Right.
Yeah, so Titanfall. It's super fast paced, which, it's an arcade shooter just like Call of Duty always was, but it's faster paced in the fact that you actually run faster when you are wall running.
Mm.
So it encourages you to use that kind of stuff to move around instead of just running around on the ground.
We're running filters, Alex. It's like a porn movie.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot, like a good majority of the combat in Titanfall is on foot.
Mm.
What I think is really cool about it is they have like a lot of NPC, like bot characters, like Militia and Spectre, and they did them really well. Like, they move realistically. They don't float around like an Unreal game. They don't completely annoy the shit out of you like Brink did, because Brink was horrible.
No, is this there's 6-on-6 matches?
It's 6-on-6 matches. I guess they did that because you can get out of your Titan and set it on like guard mode or follow mode.
Right, so the Titans
plays as another character. So essentially, if everybody's got a Titan, it's 12v12. But I have a lot more fun running around without the Titan. So sometimes I actually don't pull the Titan until I die. Then you can spawn in it.
Mm.
But it just depends on how I'm doing in the match. But the game itself is really cool. Like, everybody starts off as just a pilot on foot, and you have a timer when you can bring your Titan out. And doing things like killing the militia and the Spectres, or killing pilots, or I would assume on objective mode based games, doing the objectives reduces that timer. Like, you kill a guy and it'll say like -2 seconds or something like that. And that's kind of like the kill streaks, I guess, because there are no kill streaks.
Okay.
Which is fucking awesome, because we've all been kill streaked out. Josh,
I think
will
so.
Punch you in the nose.
Why?
I'm gonna beat up Josh.
Having an existential crisis.
Josh, you can contribute some sort of thoughts to this. I mean, you have questions, comments.
Well, let me get through my spiel here.
My friend Devin played the Titanfall beta. He said it was hella rad.
Hella rad.
It's It's pretty rad. I wouldn't
Would you
say
not hella rad?
I wouldn't
though?
say hella rad because I don't say hella, but
I don't know why not. Makes your vocabulary like super high school kid.
Right. But it is pretty rad. There aren't a whole lot of like on foot weapons. You know, it's not a number that you would expect to see from like Call of Duty or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because it's shared with the Titan weapons because you can change your Titan loadouts as well. So there's a bunch of different like perks and they call them ordnance.
So all of the Titans are the one though, because they have a shield that allows them to like stop all of the projectiles.
That's an ordnance. You can switch to a different one and not have that. But
there is no spoon, I hear.
There isn't a spoon, and also their names aren't Neo.
It's a shame.
Can you name your Titan?
They're not Mr. Anderson.
Can you name your Titan?
No, you can't.
If you can name your Titan, I'm gonna name mine Neo.
In the beta, there's only
I'm gonna beat you.
in the beta there's only two different types of Titans. Is the Atlas, which is the one that you can choose, and the Strider, which you can't like use a Strider unless you use a burn card. And burn cards are like these perks that you unlock by doing challenges, and they're one use. And you can take 3 into a match and, you know, use them either right when you start or between deaths. But you can only use the Strider if you use a burn card to and I didn't notice any difference with it really. I think maybe it's faster or something. I don't know. It looks cool.
Yeah.
It looks cooler than the regular.
Can you customize
Is
the
it
Titans
spikes?
at all? Or?
Yeah, you can change their loadouts.
Can you paint them?
Not the appearance, no.
See, they don't have spikes.
No spikes.
Fuck.
Can you customize what your dude looks like?
No, you cannot.
Sweet.
It's important. See,
Have you noticed
normally we would like customization, but in a game like that, we don't want customization because we want the mustache.
Well,
tag.
now that we've seen it done with Ghosts, and it was sort of really like, whatever. Have you noticed if there is a proper percentage of mustachioed soldiers?
I have not seen a mustachioed soldier.
Well,
Most of them have helmets, especially all the pilots.
Like face
so
mask
you
helmets?
couldn't see their face? Well, that's kind of nice then.
Yeah. So you can like pretend that you have a mustache.
You could also pretend that you have a robot eye.
You probably do have a robot eye.
Sick. Totally gonna buy the game.
Yeah. Okay. So there's some really cool weapons like that are, I guess, kind of not. I mean, you got what I've unlocked because you can only get to level 14 in the beta. So what I've unlocked is like the DMR, shotgun, a carbine, which is just a assault rifle, and then this fucking sweet ass pistol that auto aims for you, and it can lock up to 14.
So it's got a replay button in it?
Yeah.
Sweet.
And it I don't know if it locks more than 4, but in the training thing, they have 4 dudes, and it locks all 4, and then you pull the trigger once, and it headshots them all.
Does it seem overpowered?
It is overpowered. That's what I was getting at. It has kind of a lock time, so I mean, based on the way that Call of Duty and now Titanfall kind of work is Twitch gaming, you can't really afford to wait for it to lock things, but if somebody doesn't know you're there and you lock on...
Now, Nick had mentioned that it didn't seem like there was as much of a in game design as much of an accommodating of sniping.
Yeah, I did pretty well.
Okay. Well, I mean, I was hoping
there's no one-shot kills.
I was well, that's a plus. I was hoping for less of the sit around and watch dudes run by and that kind of stuff.
To be honest, the entire time I've been playing, I've only ever seen one other sniper, and you can tell because they have like a half ghillie suit on their back, and I've only ever seen one other one. I think that the reason is because like a lot of the run and gun weapons, it only takes 2 or 3 shots to kill someone.
Okay.
It takes 1 shot to kill the militia and like 3 shots to kill a Spectre because they're robots, and I think it takes like 3 or 4 to kill a pilot, depending on what you use.
So far, Josh is going to get a fun segment on the show that he wanted to talk about something earlier that we told him to shut his fucking mouth and wait until later.
Right.
It's true. I was there.
With one of the burn cards, there's a burn card for each weapon that makes it like it's like amped up whatever. The amped up smart pistol is completely overpowered. Like
But does it look cool?
It looks like a smart pistol. It's just amped up.
So it's got a really big brain.
It just looks like a pistol. But with the amped up smart pistol and like the first attachment that you can unlock for the smart pistol, which is the advanced targeting, which reduces the time it takes to target. It's
sorry, I'm looking at you through Josh's nose.
I know, that's what I was saying. I was going to punch his nose because it's like up to here.
Like half of your face is behind his nose.
Yeah. But like I was telling you yesterday about the actual Titan combat, it's a lot more like strategic and advanced than I thought it was going to be. You have these dash bars, like the normal Titan has 2, the Strider has 3. And you use that to dash, like, forward or backward or whatever, side to side, to do avoid shit. And the shield that you were talking about, the one that catches shit and throws it back, I've seen a lot of, like, people dueling with the two shields.
Yeah, Nick was saying, like, people would absorb the shit and then throw it back, and another guy would absorb and throw it back.
So when you see somebody start charging up their shield, then you fucking start gunning into it, and then they'll release it, and you pull your shield up and catch it all and shoot it back at him because you know his shield's still recharging.
Okay.
So it's stuff like that. I mean, in that situation, you would just dash to the side. But
I think that Alex just said that you want a RoboCoop, which is a food processor.
No, RoboCup.
RoboCoop would be very nice.
Is that a RoboCup that guards your junk? Like if somebody tries to kick you in the junk, it's like, freeze, creep.
Go move, creep. Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Whoa.
Like simultaneously.
Dual meanings.
But I'm having a lot of fun with it. I mean, I played it
with your RoboCup.
Yes. So when I okay, and you're going to be completely surprised to hear this, John.
Mm-hmm.
But being that it is on EA servers, when I got home from work and downloaded it because I got a code from one of our bros, Goody, I couldn't play it for 3 hours.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Just couldn't connect, huh?
The servers were down.
No.
Completely down.
Shut up.
Yeah.
No. EA's never done that.
But since then, I haven't had any problems. They released a statement that it wasn't server load like it usually is. It was actually a bug because they're using some new Microsoft thing. But they got the thing fixed and the servers are great. Like I haven't had any problems.
Wow, Josh. I don't know who that is, but they're hailing Satin, which is, I'm a fan.
Yeah, Hail Satin.
Hail Satin.
With a bunch of X's.
It's like my favorite fabric. Super soft.
So would you say you worship satin?
Who doesn't, really?
Dude, you're a satin worshiper?
Best kind of sheets.
Hail Satin.
At least Madonna says that they're very romantic.
Yeah.
Satin sheets.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Who knows?
Good game, though. I'm really looking forward to it. There's absolutely no story stuff in the beta, so I don't know how they're going to integrate.
Well, I know that they said that there's no campaign.
They said that
the equivalent of campaign will be handled in multiplayer.
Which is why I'm saying they didn't even hint at it in the beta. But it's fun. It's fast paced, it's fun. I'm a big fan of it.
Who's Kevin?
I don't know.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I thought I knew who it was, but I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly it's Kevin.
Kevin's a big fan of Satin.
It's Rudo's secret lover.
Yeah.
Sure.
No. Judge Rudo?
Judge Rudo.
Oh, man.
Even though they spelled it with 2 D's, which is... It's like Rudo.
Rudo.
Like
Paul
Dutch
Rudo.
Whoa.
Dutch Rudo.
It's not gay, dude.
Yeah, basically the story is...
Right, the story is giant robots. I mean...
That are fighting each other and fast and,
Now, I'm curious,
it's not clunky.
Since you're in the chat,
you can dash over groups of dudes and kill them in one shot.
Well, that's pretty good. Now, Joe, since you're in the chat here, I'm curious, is Titanfall something that you're interested in? I mean, I know that you're not you haven't been a Call of Duty guy since Modern Warfare 2, when you played with us a bunch, but...
Which is when we started to not like it anymore, after Call of Duty 2.
After Modern Warfare 2, yeah. But is Titanfall still something that you're interested in, I guess, is what I'm kind of curious about. Because I think that Titanfall it's exciting because it's sort of a potential revitalization of the genre. I mean, where we've been sort of stuck in this mire of military simulators forever, with the pseudo-realistic sort of structure.
Well, and I had always said that I really wanted them to do like a futuristic Call of Duty, and then Black Ops 2 came out, and I was like, this is not what I was talking about.
All right. That's the perfect answer. Giant robots is a great reason to be interested in pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Robots.
I mean, case in point, Pacific Rim.
We can pretend we can pretend we're playing Robot Wars.
Robot Jocks.
Robot Jocks.
Oh man.
Robot Wars was it?
Robot Jocks was like the most slow-paced robot fighting ever.
But we could,
but it had Dennis Quaid.
Yeah.
So that's important.
I'm gonna watch Robot Jocks tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, RoboCop.
Not Dennis Quaid's best role, which is obviously Inner Space. But
wait,
what about Wilder Napalm?
Have either of you seen
Did you ever see that?
No.
Wilder Napalm was I forget who else was in it, but they were brothers that could like make fire.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And one of them was trying to lead a normal life, and the other one wasn't. And they, he'd come to stay with him, and they get in a big fight and
burn the house down.
No, it was in an amusement park. They just had a
crazy
crazy like wizard fight. It was great.
Yeah, Rock'em Sock'em.
You mean Real Steel?
Yeah, ghosts. You do shoot dudes in space.
Yeah, but it's shooting dudes in space on Call of Duty Ghosts is exactly like shooting dudes underwater in Call of Duty Ghosts.
Right. Yeah. Ooh, enemy mine.
Only
Good
thing
point.
that
Yeah. You know what? All right. Fine. Robot Jocks. Inner Space. But enemy mine is above them because Louis Louis Gossett Jr. Enemy mine. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Zemmies, dude. Motherfuckers.
Do you have any questions about Titanfall, or do we move on?
I mean, on a 1 to 10, where you? Well, screw the 1 to 10.
I can't give you a 1 to 10.
What's your nutsack rating?
Didn't we decide we weren't going to use nutsack rating anymore? I'd give it 2 or 4 nutsacks.
2 or 4?
Yeah.
My question.
Wait.
One or 5? No, it's 2 or 4. 1 is 5.
Oh, 2 or 4. Okay, I thought it was a 4 nutsack
3.
scale. Okay, a 2/4 nutsack rating.
2 or 4 nutsacks.
Depending on whether more nutsacks is good or less.
Yeah, we still haven't figured that out.
Yeah,
which is why if we want to give something 4 stars, we also have to give it 2 stars in a nutsack setting.
Grease.
Yeah. Well, since I'm just going to talk about clothes, as we already decided. Josh, tell us a story.
It's a fashion episode.
You're right.
Well, so the other day I went and saw RoboCop.
This is the animation.
You didn't. Oh, you did?
I did on Friday.
Okay. RoboCop, yeah. I heard it was okay.
It was alright. I mean...
RoboCop? RoboCoop.
RoboCoop.
Just making a sauce, bro. It's cool.
Dead or alive, we're making this sauce.
Your move sauce.
Ditch the hand. Yeah.
Sauce.
Has a hand.
So...
Sauces leave.
Sauces leave.
So today, Josh, you went and fired toy guns at people.
I did, but they were very realistic looking toy guns. Like, they didn't have orange tips or anything. They were totally made of metal. But I was shooting people with plastic BBs.
So where does one in the greater Milwaukee area...
10th Mitchell.
Oh, that's where one goes to Airsoft?
Yeah.
Is it inside?
You missed a great opportunity, John. You could have been like, oh, that's where you go to get a blowjob from some cracked out dude. Always let people finish their question because they can turn it on you like that.
I would have beat up David.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, well, no, I mean, I said it was way better than they thought it was going to be.
So we're back on RoboCop?
Yeah. Sorry, Joe just on RoboCop.
RoboCop. It's really good.
I mean, so did you use the AJM at RoboCop? At RoboCop. At Airsoft?
Dude, I've been looking into it. They made like a very limited run of AJMs, and they were, they're now $300 and very hard to find.
But that's a shame.
In the event that I found one, I might sell some stuff and buy it. Like my body. I'd sell my body.
On 10th and Mitchell. Look at you, broke his heart. You broke his little heart.
What are you talking about?
0 out of 10, bro.
Fuck you.
0 out of 10. So,
but yeah.
You were going to tell us some sort of funny anecdotes about your airsofting.
Well, no. I heard something about crazy one-liners.
I did throw down some pretty sick one-liners.
Somebody, Josh, claimed that airsoft is a great opportunity to use one-liners.
It really is. Because where else, besides, actually having a gunfight, do you get to use sick one-liners that you'd use in a gunfight?
Okay, here's the deal. I want you to...
Laser tag?
This is going to be like an interview. I want you to tell me of a situation where you did something cool and were able to use a one-liner.
That is like a job interview. That's pretty good. Let's do it.
All right. Asking questions.
No,
I just asked you a
the
question.
question is, tell us a story about sometime that when something awesome happened and you responded with a great one-liner.
Tell us about a moment where you went above and beyond.
Well, I was running.
Like the Waffler? The Mystery Man?
Whoa. No, I was running.
Like Forrest Gump.
Yes.
No, that was...
But in
I
a
was
totally
running
more
on.
tactical way. No, like there was like short cover.
Wait, you're not going to tell us the story that you already told us in the room.
Which one is that? The one I was running and I did a slide thing?
Yes, that one.
That they didn't hear. They don't care about that.
Yeah, but...
What
all right,
about...
do your thing, whatever.
Yeah.
So I was...
We're going to look completely bored because we've already heard it.
Then fuck it, I'm not gonna say it. I was running and I did a slide thing and shot somebody. I felt pretty cool.
Why didn't you tell us like that? That story like that while we were in there, so you didn't ruin anything.
No, he did mention something that I thought was pretty cool, that apparently he went with Adam, and Adam's dad went with...
All right.
Jim.
Now,
Jim.
Which is when I started saying, like, if I was playing Airsoft with Jim, dude, the Star Trek lines would flow like water.
Yeah, that's...
Damn it, Jim would be like my go-to.
Yeah.
Now,
I was like, Jim,
now
cover me out of your run thing.
interestingly though, apparently prior to this Airsoft outing, Josh was not on a Jim name basis with Jim.
I was only with a Jim name basis because I was
So
like...
you proved yourself, and now he thinks of you as a man.
Bald. Making inside jokes. At my
So
friends
was he
and
on your team?
Dude, he was.
So after,
And
did
was
you
he
guys win?
clutch?
Dude, he threw on some sick cover.
Did you guys win?
Yes, we won.
So afterwards, were you like on the ground and he offered you a hand and said, "You can call me Jim"?
No, because I was like, not on the ground.
We're at
You
the
can
end,
be
we're-
my wingman
right?
anytime.
And you were like, "You can be mine, Jim."
Good time.
So
One-liner. Don't let him escape this one-liner thing.
I'm actually starting to forget which ones.
Yeah,
I did.
yeah.
The only
That's
ones
a
I
classic
remember were
thing to
from
say when you
Aliens.
didn't
Did
have
you
one in the
say-
first place.
did you use the phrase "your move, creep"?
I think I did.
No, you didn't.
Probably did.
You
No,
wish you
didn't.
did.
Dude,
Because that's something you say when you have somebody, but you haven't shot them yet, and they're like,
Did you perhaps
you
go a
can't
step?
just run up to somebody and shoot them. And say
Did you
it.
perhaps go a step further into the realm of awesome and maybe demand that bitches leave?
I didn't because I didn't know when I would say bitches leave.
Was there a time during this session where it really looked grim and you guys were hunkered down and like they were
Dude,
I'm trying not to say coming at you because I know you guys are gonna fuck with me on that.
but they're coming all at me.
Was there a time when it really looked bleak and you guys thought you were gonna lose?
All right, well I was using
Yes or no?
Like on
yes.
Did you suggest nuking from orbit?
It's
No,
the
because
only way to be sure. You'll be
It
right
is
back.
No.
Were you perhaps hiding undercover and someone asked you if it was clear and you said it looks clear?
I did.
And then when they
they
tried to
got shot?
run, they got shot?
Yes.
And then they asked again
It
if it
actually
looked
happened.
clear and you were like,
That did happen.
looks clear. Oh man. We would be so much better at this than Josh.
Yes,
No, you
we
wouldn't.
did.
You're old. You'd like break a knee or something.
Dude.
Whoa.
Just because we're old doesn't mean we wouldn't play smarter than you.
Dude, I was like,
Jim can do it, so can we.
yeah, but Jim doesn't have a messed up knee.
What are you trying to say?
Saying that I'm talking about your weaknesses online.
I'm talking about my bad left knee?
Dude,
I'll wear a brace, bitch.
I'm wearing a brace.
I'll wear a brace and I
His
will
bad
fucking-
left knee is better than your good knee on any day.
It's true.
You.
It's true.
No, but like one time it was really looking grim. I was using 2 pistols and I had no ammo.
Yeah,
like
totally
3
looking.
And Jim slid. You were like laying on the ground, dying, and Jim slid a mag over to you.
I wish
and
it
you
could have
like
been that cool.
slapped it into the pistol and like fired off like the last.
Was
couple
there a
rounds.
time when you got shot a lot and he ran over to you and he was like, "Survive"?
No, Jim didn't throw it. Jim didn't throw it at anyone.
And you were like, you had stumps for hands. And
you were like Starburst.
And then some
shit
blew up too early.
Was there a time when you were... Oh, fuck, I can't do it. Tied to a tree.
Your mother's a cancerous whore.
Or maybe we're offering blowjobs for heroin.
Was there ever a time where there was a lull in the action and you had built a campfire and you were talking about this person that you really love and you accidentally called him Lance?
No.
And Jim was like, wait, what the fuck? Lance!
This isn't...
Man, you're pretend... Did you leap through the air whilst firing 2 guns?
Yes.
You did.
I did.
Ooh.
Did you say I'm a lead farmer motherfucker?
I did because I was shooting plastic BBs.
Were you in a high-speed chase?
I wasn't because there were no vehicles.
Damn it.
You could have ridden on
foot?
Jim's back.
I killed him. He's old.
Did you fire your gun into the air and go, ah?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I did that.
Was it after Jim had been taken out?
No, it was after we lost the round, and I was like,
Was it when your best friend, who turned out to be your nemesis, was getting away, but you loved him too much to shoot him?
No, there was no double crosses or anything like that.
That's a shame. Dude.
But Tropic Thunder me.
Josh, if it makes you feel any better, if I airsofted with you, I would double cross you.
Dude, you could start. They make a pulse rifle.
I would double cross the crap out of you.
Would you use a pulse rifle?
I don't know.
They were like $300.
Probably not.
I'd go half and half with you. Because then I'd use it.
I want to get something a little bit more ridiculous.
Did Tom Cruise call Jim and tell him to punch you?
Right in the fucking face. No.
Tell him, you, Grip, punch that guy in the face.
And Jim was like, sorry, man. And he fucking punched me. No.
Did he take... Did you...
I can tell you that, like, almost every
Did he tell you
line
to take
that I
a step
used,
back and literally fuck your own face?
I can tell you that most of the lines I used were from Aliens, and they were all of, like, Let's Rock.
You said Let's Rock?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Really?
Of all the lines.
Dude, Adam and I were making meme jokes at each other. Memes. Making alien jokes all the time. Like, during... He was doing, like, briefing, and I turned to him, and I looked at him, and I said, bro... Let's keep this handy. And then he looked at me and kind of grinned, and then I pumped the shotgun and said, for close encounters.
Yeah, just what you see, pal.
I did. And they were...
I could ask for the Uzi 9mm.
They didn't have any.
The 45 long slide with laser sighting.
My 45 doesn't have a long slide.
Just what you see, buddy.
And then, I walked around with a shotgun in one hand, like the Terminator did, because, you know, gross.
But you didn't do the
Did
thing.
you have your collar up really high when you were doing that?
I did.
All right, well, that's good. That's a good start.
Alex is hella gay.
Did you say Hasta la Vista, baby, at all?
No, because that's Terminator 2.
So?
What's wrong with Terminator 2?
I'm grossly obsessed with the first film, and a little bit less so with the second.
Jesus, I will punch you in the
At
nose.
some point, when Jim did something awesome, did you say, not bad for a human?
No, I didn't. I dropped the ball on a lot of them.
No, wait a second here. This basically just turned into a bromantic outing between Josh and Jim.
Did you ever say no?
Dude,
no.
Dude, no. However, Adam and I were fucking sick at clearing out rooms.
Did you ever yell, remember short, controlled bursts?
I think so.
Did you say, come on, motherfucker, come get it? Yeah. That's all you got? Come on, baby. Yeah, come get some.
Shit wrapped by an alien.
And when maybe you saw Jim get shot, you said, game over, man?
Joe's right.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's still...
Dude, it's
Terminator 2.
Also,
and both of them are like a bazillion times better than the third one.
Holy shit. I watched the third one the other day, and I wondered why.
I know that in terms of Terminator movies, the fourth one is garbage, but I enjoy it as a film.
I really like it.
Not really as a Terminator movie, but as a film.
I really like it, but yeah. Sorry.
You know, the best thing that they could have done with that movie is
get her naked.
Not have it be a Terminator movie and not have Christian Bale.
No, I yelled kill bang. Bang kill. Because that's what you do when you sneak up on people.
Oh, did you... Did you yell bang, 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 bang when you were shooting at people?
Yeah.
Bang, 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 bang. Or did you do any Rocket Raccoon stuff?
I don't know what that is. I know what Rocket Raccoon is. I don't know.
Where you're like, boom, fucking killed you when you shot guys?
No, but I shot a guy in the neck, and it was pretty sick. And I was like,
but did you say anything when you? Oh, that's it. Come on, fuck you. That's yeah, fuck you.
Oh,
you
man.
got me.
Man, what would be a really solid one for shooting a guy in the neck?
You could go with
Hasta la vista.
No,
baby.
you could go with the Krieg thing. You'd be like, how am I supposed to choke you when you don't have a neck?
That's pretty
Or
good.
no, how am I supposed to break your neck if you don't have one?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
This all turned into
No wake up time to die.
I told you I did the bang kill thing because that's what you do. Because nobody would understand if I just snuck over and be like, wake up, time to die. They'd be like,
They'd have been like, I'm not sleeping.
they'd have fucking turned around and shot me in the balls.
Well,
right between
that's
the
the
balls.
price you have to pay when using one-liners.
Yeah.
They shot me right between the balls.
Did you tell anybody your master plan while holding them at gunpoint?
No,
And
because
only to be shot by their partner?
no, but a guy did shoot
Or
me
them?
with his last BB, and then afterwards he was like, dude,
Oh, he desperadoed you. Huh?
he was like, dude, I totally desperated you, and I was like, that's sick. And then I was like, dude, but you shot me, so I don't give a shit.
So, did you carry all of your armaments in a guitar case?
I didn't have a guitar case. I don't
That's a
own a
shame.
guitar case.
That's a shame.
Wow.
We have some soft cases.
I have a soft case too, but
You
you
could
can't
have used
carry
my
guns.
keyboard case, I
Yeah.
suppose. Yeah, so that sounds fun, Jess. It sounds like a really, really great
Actually,
outing.
it sounds like it had the potential to be fun, but you didn't do any of the
Right,
things that we
right.
said.
I think that maybe,
Probably lame.
maybe
Maybe I'll take you guys.
right, maybe we're going to do this at some point, David.
All right.
I think you should.
Since Josh says that we're not going to be good at it because we're old.
You're old as fuck. You got gray in your beard.
But are we old as shit?
No,
Okay.
no,
Whoa,
because that's evil.
that's crossing a line. All right, so moving along.
Do you have anything else to say about your airsoft adventure?
It seemed a lot more epic at the time.
Did you swing over any pits of alligators?
No, but I did jump over short cover, and I was like doing rolls and stuff.
So you were not playing Airsoft in a Treyarch arena.
Right.
right,
You didn't run in. You didn't like
I didn't run and jump over any
stub your
short
toe
cover.
on a shrub or anything.
You didn't attempt to jump over a fence and somehow run into an invisible wall that prevented you from jumping over that fence?
I did get shot in the face a lot,
Well,
Sweet.
that's good.
All right.
That's
I'm
good.
but and it was always crazy because there'd be like propane coming at me too. I'm like, whoa,
Man, I feel like this is going to be a tough follow-up for me. Like, so I've been playing Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13, which I have.
and I played with clothes.
Yeah, I have played
I
with a lot of
played
clothes.
dolls.
No, actually, like I end up collecting a lot of garbs, as they're called, but I kind of been sitting on the same ones that I use all the time for the rest
Yeah,
of stat boosts.
since they have stats, yeah, I would assume.
There's that sick tuxedo.
Yeah,
The suit
well, the
thing.
suit, the Yakuza suit, because that's what you get for fucking around with Yakuzas.
Do you get a suit?
Well,
Like
so,
you go,
I'm
up,
a fucking
you go and you
Yakuza.
fuck around with some Yakuza and they're like, oh,
have a suit, bro.
have a suit.
They take your
Joke's
measurements
on
and-
you,
Yeah.
that suit sucks.
No, this for some reason the suit has like the best fucking strength boosts. So for my
And it's got sick aviators.
no, that's not part of the suit. That's an
Oh.
adornment that I put on there.
Dude. Still,
So for my
sick
like
aviators.
general like offensive class, I've been using that. But the game's pretty good. I mean, like a lot of the stuff that I speculated about being the way things would shake out as I got more comfortable with gameplay when I played the demo, do actually seem to be working. I mean, the big concern that there was only one character and how that would be kind of lame.
It still is. Lame.
It is and it isn't because of the way that
It's
the-
lame
the-
for traditional RPG elements.
Sure, but I think that when you start playing, you realize that each you have 3 like locked in classes essentially, and each of them have their ATB gauge refilling separately, independent of one another. So each round,
Giggling.
it's
Did you even play
oh
Dirge of
Christ,
Cerberus?
no.
It wasn't good.
No, I heard it was fucking terrible. It's better than 13.2
Had
was.
some sweet gas
And
songs.
it's
at the
honestly,
end,
it's
that's
probably
about
better
it.
than 13 or 13.2. It's more enjoyable. The story is actually interesting.
It doesn't take a whole lot. to be
Right, the
better than
progress,
most
like
of them.
the pacing is better. It just it doesn't have like those lulls,
Chat
and
are you on?
it's kind of open, so you can. I'm kind of handling like portions of all of the main questline stuff all at once.
Is Ultros in it?
Not yet, but you know. maybe. He was in the Coliseum in 13 too.
Okay.
But so with the 3 locked-in classes, and the fact that their turns line up independently of one another, you're basically playing with 3 different characters.
But it's
so
just
like
one character.
Right, but you can switch through them. Like, so you do your round of actions for your lead class,
So wait, hold on.
and then you switch to the second one and do your round of
So
actions for
Lightning's standing there, and there's like 3 or 4 enemies, and she's like, "Hiya! Hold on!" Jumps over here. Does,
Behind
Hiya!
it.
Whoa, 1 second.
Curtain
Runs over
thing.
here and
Yep.
does this other one too. Huh?
Yep.
All right, that's cool. I
But
guess.
they do say that basically she's become some sort of like inhuman angel or something who's been resurrected by this benevolent god, tasked with gathering the souls of humanity before the world ends,
Cool.
so that those souls can be reborn in Utopia. Like
Speaking
a new,
of,
fresh
so
world.
is the story cool so far?
Yeah, I mean it's pretty good.
I
And
mean, is it a Final Fantasy story?
yeah, I think so, because like I was saying earlier,
Are there
I
big
feel
robots?
like
Is General Lee
No.
on it?
no.
Other leather jackets.
Yes.
What the
Alright.
fuck?
There, as I was saying
It's the things
earlier,
I care about.
it seems like, you know, in it being a Final Fantasy story, it seems like, and I don't know because I haven't finished it yet, but it seems like the goal that you set off with, and like what you're trying to accomplish, the further you get, the more you start to go, well, maybe this isn't actually the right thing to do, and maybe I've been like
Do
bamboozled.
you have a choice in doing it or not?
Bamboozle.
You can severely limit.
Or do you, if you say no, does it just loop back to the question?
No,
again?
no, it's not like a yes or no thing. It's, you know, you can gather all these different souls, or you can just move along on the quest line. Now, the thing that is really weird is that there's no character leveling.
Well, there wasn't in the other ones either.
Yeah, the Crystarium.
Yeah,
in
but
the
that
other
was.
one.
I mean,
There's nothing like that at all. You get stat boosts for completing main quest lines, side quests, and like optional 3rd-tier quests.
That's weird, but I guess it's all right.
Well, it makes it so that there's never a point where you're just level grinding.
There's still but we like level grinding.
Yes and no. I mean, we like level grinding in a classic sense, but
Yeah, I suppose.
it's been a while, you know. It's been a while since Final Fantasy 12.
Yeah.
But as a whole, I mean, I'm actually pretty impressed with the game, and I know it got sort of lukewarm reviews, but
I haven't seen any reviews for it.
I think it's a lot more fun than, you know, having just played through, like, just hammering out the previous 2. I think it's more fun than either of those.
It's gonna by default be more fun than the second one.
Yeah. Well, the second one got to be fun once I just started really just doing all the side quest stuff. The problem with the second one is that the main story was just kind of crappy.
Weird.
Yeah. And, you know,
Sarah wasn't that cool of a character to begin with. I
Yeah.
didn't think so anyway.
Right. So, I mean, Lightning... I've seen some criticism online where they talk about how Lightning as a lead character is boring because she is like an anime character in her superhuman, like super-powered, near-invincible sort of existence, which is... I don't understand why there's a problem with that.
Well, people want to play the underdog.
Well, I think that they're sort of overlooking the fact that
triumph over a...
her reasoning is fairly flawed, though. I mean, she died at the end of 13.
Right.
And was basically stuck in a time loop at the end of time, over and over battling Caius to try to stop the chaos energy from destroying reality.
Right.
And then, for some reason, and they did this in 14, so I don't know exactly how it played out, but for some reason, she fell out of that loop and was picked up by this benevolent god and reincarnated and sent back to the world 500 years later, where nobody can age, and nobody's born. People are just stuck who they are for 500 years, waiting for the world to end, essentially.
That's pretty cool.
Right. So there's like and they've done some cool storyline stuff with that, where, you know, you encounter quest givers that are kids, and
But they're like
it's easy to forget that they're actually hundreds of years old. So like, you think, oh well, you know, I'm going to help this kid, but the kid is very, very, very old and wise, and you know, and then you think about things like I just did a bunch of quest stuff with Fang from 13, and Fang was talking about how she's actually probably the oldest person on the planet because she actually lived like 1,300 years prior, but had been turned into crystal twice for doing the Lassie thing. Yeah, she was turned into crystal twice. She woke up from being encased in crystal at the beginning of 13,
and then did it again,
and then ended up in the pillar supporting whatever pulse at the end of 13. So I mean, it's pretty cool. And they're doing, you know, much like you've been talking about with 14. They do a lot of fan service callback stuff with this costume system. They're incorporating a lot of like fan favorite old costumes. Like I just got the Dragoon armor, which is Josh's nose. The Dragoon armor, which is designed based on Final Fantasy IV, and then along with they also have the Dark Knight armor, Dark Knight. Yeah, that's not Shadow Knight or anything. Dark Knight.
It's Dark Knight.
And then they have Paladin armor. They have the Heart Stealer, which is based on the character design art for Locke from 6.
It's not Valentine's Day costume.
No. And then they have it's like something Admiral, which I've seen online. People talk about it being a character from 5, Bart's or something, but it looks like
who was Butts in the Japanese version.
Nice. It looks like Setzer's trench coat.
Setzer's cool.
Yeah.
So it's all multicolored.
It's black with the gold trim and stuff. Yeah, big collar and shit like that.
Does it make your hair silver?
No,
her hair's already kind of
it's
silver.
pink.
Isn't it? Oh, pink.
Yeah. So you know, and I think that, you know,
Does
after
dice,
huh?
Can you throw dice?
I don't know. I haven't gotten it yet. I don't know.
Oh.
After the previous 2 games where you were stuck with basically, I think it was 6 character classes, and then you had to like sort of just juggle between those to figure out your abilities. I think that the diversity of character types has really opened up with this, where they're not stuck in like Commando, Ravager, Medic. You know, it's more like customize your character to your play style. Your 3 custom classes. You know, like I have a strictly like melee combat class, and then I have
dude, I'm trying to fucking.
I have a Jesus.
Beat up, David.
I have a black mage, offensive magic class, and then a support mage.
As a black mage, do you have a sweet ass like leather strappy dress that shows off your boobs?
No, my black mage is currently wearing the Cybergoth outfit, the Electronica one.
Sweet.
Which is, you know, I think it looks.
Is that what it's called?
It's called Electronica.
Nice.
But it's yellow and black, and with the weird like half mini skirt thing, and the big weird like boots. They should be furry, but they're not. But I gave her this like ninja mask that covers the bottom half of her face, which looks like a respirator. All she needs is some yarn in her hair, and she's good to go.
Yeah.
Right. You know, and I feel like
some glow sticks
and some Combi Christ playing. It'd be like rockstar shit. So yeah, and then with my main combat class, I have that suit, the Yakuza suit.
That makes
Isn't it
like
red right now?
It makes you look like a Turk, yeah. And she's wearing aviators with that. So
cool.
It's good. I mean, you know, you were saying you hadn't finished the second game, so you know, you weren't sure you were gonna even try it, but I think it's worth it. I mean, obviously, there's still plenty of time for it to try it.
I'm gonna have to finish the second one first.
Yeah, there's plenty of time for it to tank story-wise and get really stupid. But I feel like it's progressing fairly well, and it's mostly enjoyable. I would say it's probably the most enjoyable Final Fantasy game that I've played since 12.
And there's no big bad guy yet?
Not yet, but I think that there's
what if
some secretive shit going on.
What if the big bad guy is a giant
here.
robot?
I'm just throwing this out here.
With a leather jacket.
But what if it has a stupid name like X-Death?
Well, was that 5
Yeah.
that had X-Death? Didn't that ruin 5 for you?
Yeah, I never finished it because I was like, put the shit down. And
You were like, fuck X-Death.
yeah.
Was 5 the one with the... Did it have a job system?
Yeah, it was the first one with the job system.
Yeah.
2 kind of had a weird job system where you had to level up your skills by using them.
Right. I remember.
So to level up your health, you just had to sit there and get hit a lot.
That's just stupid.
To level up your MP, you just had to use skills.
Sounds like me at Airsoft.
Except
How
you don't
does
level
that?
up.
What?
Except
what?
you don't level
No, I
up.
just get hit a lot.
You just
Like,
suck.
Oh, okay.
Just like,
Um,
oh. Yeah.
So I would say that it would be floating in the 3 nutsack range forever.
All right.
Right.
3
in the middle.
nutsacks.
What if it wasn't called Final Fantasy? Would it still be 3 nutsacks?
4/2 nutsacks.
Okay.
I mean, it's
It's a shame that that's how shit has to go.
right. I really like that the.
You expect more from.
I mean, like
time.
reflecting back, I really like the Chapter 11 on of 13.
Right.
And
Come on.
It's really fantastic.
It's one of the best Final Fantasy games ever when it turns into.
Right.
Chapter
And then
11.
13-2, again, like late in the game, I started to enjoy it a lot more.
Yeah, but you enjoyed it just going back and doing things. You didn't enjoy the actual game.
Right, the game itself wasn't very good. Whereas this, I think, is a lot more enjoyable straight through.
That's good.
I mean, I'm thinking about misplaying it right now.
Don't worry, I'm already. You know I'm jonesing. So.
Right. But yeah, so I'd recommend it. I mean, if you're a fan of Final Fantasy games, I think it's worth playing. I think that they really did find a really good blend of action gameplay with like turn-based RPG stuff.
Right.
It's a lot more fast-paced in the combat than it's been thus far in any of the other games.
Yeah.
So the timing is a lot more of a factor, I think.
Can you change?
Plus, there's no healing spells.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you heal yourself? Other than your 6 potions.
6 potions. Wait, you can use your
Not dildos?
you have these. You have what is it called? Ability points that like you get more ability point slots as you progress through the main storyline.
You really wanted this dildo joke.
Yeah. So you start with. I think you start with 4.
I just want to talk about
and
dildos.
you unlock abilities that you can spend those on. So you can spend ability points to basically do like a limit break where you do extra damage and shit on a timer.
Right.
Or you can use them to escape from battle, or when you die, if you have 2 points sitting there, you can spend 2 points
Is he high?
for who knows for them to cast a rise spell, or you can cast
Wait, is that like a relay?
yeah, if you're already dead, it will res you.
If you're already dead. If you're already dead, it'll. Yeah.
Right. It prompts like if you get killed in battle,
So
it prompts that
essentially
menu.
re-raise.
Yeah. And then there's a Kiraga that's in there as well. So I mean, I just
Well, you have to use points for that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because security.
right. So you use it. You can use those ability points, but they recharge based on kills.
Okay.
So if you're fighting waves of dudes and like you're
So you want to save them for like bosses and shit.
right.
Alright.
Well, you can refill them by killing like low level guys, but I mean, I have from.
But
story
what if you
progression up
accidentally
to,
use them on the last guy?
Yeah.
The last guy.
And then you have a boss.
when you usually
You don't get them in mid-fight, like if you
no,
fight
they
the
do
boss?
refill in mid fight.
Okay.
Not really on a boss though. You'd have to kill something to do it. But
That's what I'm saying. Like you can't just do a shit ton of damage and get a point.
No. But they, when you like, I was fighting bigger enemies, which is why you asked why I was dodging all those stupid little enemies when I was running through the thing. There's no real gain from it.
Points.
Whereas, not really.
You're 6 points, bro.
For the ability points.
Yeah. Or you.
They refill more slowly with lower level enemies, so it's only really worth fighting like of the random enemies that appear, fighting bigger stuff.
Yeah.
So like some enemies that were bosses early in the game become like randoms later.
Are there behemoths?
Yeah, I got killed by one, and I don't want to fight one yet.
Okay.
I mean, not as bad as that proto behemoth in the last area of 13-2, that I, even with all of the characters maxed out, was getting just destroyed by. I never killed it.
Your strategy was not strong.
No, I had weak strats.
Weak strats.
Right.
So 2 or 4 or a solid 3 nut sacks.
You're right, because it.
That's such a terrible rating scale. Nobody knows what you're talking about.
Everybody knows what we're talking about.
We're gonna beat up Josh.
I'm gonna beat up John.
We are gonna beat up Josh. Mm-hmm. No, we're not gonna fuck Josh.
I hope not.
Not at all.
We can keep in.
So John, what are you excited about next month?
Well, the end of this month is Lords of Shadow 2.
Right.
And then next month we've got Metal Gear and Titanfall and something else, I thought.
The something else is what I was hoping you would say, because I don't remember what it is.
Fuck. I don't remember what it was.
Alright, cool.
Well, there's a bunch of stuff coming out. It's an exciting time.
About time.
We're going to have some... We're going to make at least 10 hours of gameplay out of that 2-hour-long Metal Gear game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the first, 4 hours is going to be us wandering around the map looking at shit.
Maybe breaking dudes' necks for no reason.
For no reason. Get that kill count up in the thousands.
I want to walk down that river with the sorrow for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
No.
And I want all of those ghosts to be like, my head is falling off.
And they'll be like, ooh.
Because you grab them and then you mash square and it's like...
No, I like to be like, grab them and then talk. As soon as he touches to start to talk, just cut their throat and blood comes out.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
Oh, Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, anything else you want to talk about? Or?
Isn't that the one where he's got a robot hand in?
He does have a robot hand.
Totally will play the shit out of it.
That's
the robot hand?
the red robot arm that I believe was the robot arm that Galvez had in Peace Walker. I don't know why he has it now, but he has it.
What? You did
Robot
finish
arm's cool as
Peace
shit.
Walker?
I did not finish Peace Walker because it got to a hey, go farm guys stage of the game.
Yeah, you like that.
No.
You did that in 13 too, and you were cool.
No, I did that.
Oh, you just don't want to farm guys. I got you.
That's sexist.
No, it was go
Where's
fight
the
this
justice?
fucking boss over and over and over again, and then maybe sometime it's gonna drop this one part that you need.
Yeah, you don't play MMOs.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like the cool
I'm
thing.
gonna beat up Josh.
I don't like that personally.
Josh is gonna get beat up. Next week on Virtual Bromance, we will review.
Yeah, we're gonna
David
move the
beating
couch
up
out of the
Josh.
way. We're gonna move everything out. The camera's just gonna be right down on that spot, and it's just gonna be us kicking the shit out of Josh
for an hour
for an hour
or so.
I feel like
probably over because we never do just an hour.
We're gonna do about just an hour this week.
Yeah, that's true.
the chat.
I blame Josh.
Why?
Josh, do you have anything to say to your adoring fans before we close tonight?
Lol, you suck.
I was hoping you'd take a little bit longer to figure it out,
Anything
so I could stop it in the middle of it.
Anything about Jim? Shouts out to Jim.
Shouts out to Jim. Bald.
Can he be your
And
wingman
jabs.
anytime?
Huh?
Can he be your wingman anytime?
Only if he doesn't like.
That's never mind. You screwed it up. All right,
Fuck
that was
you.
Virtual Bromance this week, and
Blah.
we'll John do the thing, and then
Oh, yeah. Over. Damn, I had it so many other times. But Josh being here messes with. So,
Playing with my balls.
Facebook.com/virtualbromance, YouTube.com/virtualbromance. YouTube?
sure. Oh yeah.
I'm good at, David, can you beat up Josh real quick? On Twitter, @virtualbromance, and the band that we do things occasionally in. We just got our, in June, the Electronic Saviors 3 comp is coming out. We got a track on there.
Sweet action.
That's
going to be a
Facebook.com/am.psych. Yeah, we're going to play in Madison
Oh, all right.
in July.
Cool.
But, so that means you got to start practicing.
No.
Yeah, because it's going to be almost all new music.
Oh, well, I guess I will have to.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
It's over there.
Stench.
Thanks for watching and making fun of Josh the entire time. And
Maybe Josh.
we'll
Wait.
see you next week. Are we going to have anything new
Dreef.
to talk about next week?
I don't know. Maybe we should have Joe on next week.
Yeah. Joe, homework assignment. Find something cool to talk about.
Be on the show with us next week.
Josh of.
We should talk about hailing satin.
Yeah.
It's very soft.
We're gonna be we're gonna be a bunch of satin worshippers next week. All right.
Satinists, if we will.
Satinists.